What's up, Picks and Parlay family? It's me, Detroit Lenny, here on another episode of Bet Win Repeat. It's Wednesday. It's January 8th, 2025. How about that? 2025. We're going to talk a little this, little that, little everything. We got some NFL to talk about. We got some college basketball to talk about. Get some college football out of the way. We'll talk that as well. Slight little bit of NHL action, and man, the NBA, whatever. We're in that love-hate cycle of hate the NBA right now. The Lakers let us down. The Warriors let us down. The NBA let us down yesterday and in general. So it is what it is. Yeah, the Lakers didn't come through. The Warriors didn't come through. We had Calgary in regulation. That didn't come through. Atlanta -6 didn't come through. We had the draw in the the Leafs and the Flyers game. That didn't work. Carolina didn't work. The Red Wings worked, but didn't come through in regulation. Take it. We had the Stars. We had the Oilers. That was it. Oh, wait. That's yesterday. Yeah. All in all, we lost about 5 units yesterday, but we're still month to date up 16. So even after the hit on the chin yesterday, we're going to keep it rolling. We did have the Kings today, minus, I should mention that, puck line, but that voided out for us due to, obviously, there's wildfires in California. Shout out to all our friends, family in Cali, Southern California, dealing with this close to or around the LA area. I hope everybody's safe. Stay safe. I don't know what else to say. Thoughts and prayers. To be honest with you, shout out. Let us know if you need anything. That's about it. But I know they postponed that Kings game, the Calgary and the Kings game. That was supposed to take place in LA. So we'll see how they're going to finagle that. So there's only 3 hockey games on tonight. The Panthers, Utah, Avalanche, Blackhawks, Canucks, and the Capitals. We took some stabs on some NHL today. We'll go through. I'm on Florida -130, but I also have that parlayed with the over in the Vancouver and Washington game, over 5.5. That's a 2-team NHL parlay for you. I like Florida money line over Vancouver and Washington. I'm on Vancouver straight up on the money line. I got it plus 155-ish. So I think it's about 150 now. You can get it. I'm going to take a stab on Vancouver. I just look. Vancouver not very hot right now. I'm not going to lie. Washington playing really good hockey. 13-4-3 at home. Vancouver is 11-4-3 on the road. Played a tough game. I just like Vancouver on the road here. I like the price. I'm going to take Vancouver here. I also like, I said that. I like Florida on the money line. And then as far as the Capitals and not Capitals, the Avalanche and the Blackhawks go, I like Colorado. Not going to pay -250 for it. I'm not going to do all that. What can I see? I'm not opposed to taking Colorado on the puck line. I'd rather just take them in regulation. But for whatever reason, I can't get that right now. It's -134. I'll just take the 1.5 at plus money. Colorado on the puck line. Oops. I hope I didn't unplug anything. So not a lot of NHL, but a decent amount of NHL. Let's put it that way. NBA. Let's see. What do I have at NBA? I like 3 games today in the NBA. I don't know why I'm holding 5 fingers and I'm saying 3. I like 2 games in the NBA. I like 3 games. I like the Knicks, but I don't like all the points, obviously, but I'm not laying the minus 700 or whatever. I like the Pacers and I like the Cavs. Those are the only 3 teams I like in the NBA. So I have a 2-team teaser and a 3-team teaser involving money lines in those 3 games. That's how I attack the NBA. After yesterday in the NBA, I got to simplify some things. So that's how I'm going to attack it. I like the Cavs. I know they're minus 140-ish. I know I like the Pacers, 240 to 250-ish. And I know I like the Knicks. That's ridiculous, but that's part of the 3-teamer. If you 3-team the money line on the Knicks, Pacers, and Cavs, it's plus 175. I get it's juicy. I get it's square. I get it's whatever. But it is what it is if it hits. I just don't think the NBA, I don't know. I got to figure some shit out in the NBA. It's not that I'm having a bad season in the NBA, but for the amount I want to bet on the NBA, it's very frustrating. If that makes sense. I also just splashed Gatorade on my glasses, and that's going to bug the shit out of me. So please hold. So yeah. So that's the NBA. Let's talk college basketball as well. A decent amount in college basketball. And then we'll get to the chat and then we'll talk NFL. I'm on Villanova, money line. Okay. Straight up over Connecticut. That's today at about 6:30. I think that tips off. I'm on UCF over Colorado. I'm on South Carolina. I took the points. I got as many points as I could with South Carolina. I took 11.5 points over Bama. I took Bradley over Drake. Straight money line. I got it at minus 130. I just didn't want to mess with the points in that one. I just think I think it's a close game, but I think Drake wins that game. I'm sorry, Bradley wins the game over Drake. I took Bradley, minus 130. Arkansas minus 3.5, taking them over Ole Miss. And that's it. Nope. Sorry. Forgot about the late games. I'm on Providence and I'm on Oklahoma. Providence minus 2.5 and Oklahoma over 8. Texas A&M minus 2.5 as well. So that's where I'm at. I know that Oklahoma game, I think, is at 3 now. 3.5, maybe some spots. Yeah. I got it at 2.5. It is what it is. College football, I think I've talked about that enough this week. I'm on Penn State. I'm on the under in a teaser. I'm on Notre Dame straight up on the money line. I think they just get it done. I like the under straight up. I got it under 47. It's at 45 now. But I like Notre Dame. I got it at minus 135. I see it at minus 120 now. So I got that too early on the money line, but got it early on the total. So whatever. But I do think it's a close game tomorrow. So I took Penn State with the points plus 8.5 on a teaser. I'll take that. But I do think Notre Dame wins the game. And I feel the same way. I might as well, Texas, Ohio State. I took Texas in a teaser plus 11.5. But that game I'm on the over. I took the over 47.5. Again, on a teaser. But straight up, I took Texas plus 6.5. I see it at 6 now most places. And I took over 53.5. I think we get points in that game. I don't think we get a lot of points in that Texas Penn State game. So that's where I'm at kind of there. Let's run through the chat and then let's talk some football. Oh, son of a biscuit. I don't want to close that. Football. There we go. Sounds like a bummer of a night. Yeah, it was whatever. And you want so I cut the show a little early yesterday, which I'm probably gonna do today too, because I still feel like I feel better than I did yesterday, but I feel better, but not just as crappy. But after the show yesterday, I was like, oh, I take some more Dayquil or whatever real quick. And I took a shot of, Dayquil, what I thought was Dayquil, which was really NyQuil. They both taste like honey. They're both honey flavored, so I didn't know. And then I fell asleep, and then I was out, and then I woke up. My wife's waking me up for dinner at like 7 o'clock. I was like, oh, and I was up, whatever. Anyways, that's my boo-hoo. What was me? I don't want a cookie. Good to see you, brother. Good luck on your slips to you and the chat. There you go. Let's get after it. Thoughts of the Vikings get majority of the money bets, but the line moving the wrong way. And the Vikings, let me look that up. I have not. Oh, okay, right here. Vikings line opens at 2.5. It's now at 1, according to Action. 65% of the bets and 67% of the money. I like the Rams, but listen, I'm on the Rams in a teaser. Full disclosure. So for me, you got to look at it like as part of my teaser, 6-point teaser. I'm on the Rams plus 8.5. That's what I have because I got it early. Okay, so that's where I'm at on it. I don't know why that's like that, and I got no explanation. I don't have any injury report or that I know of that you don't know of. I like the Rams in that matchup. To be honest with you, I might get down on the Rams straight up. Here's my thoughts on that game. Matt Stafford's familiar with Kevin O'Connell and the Vikings from his days with the Lions. And he's familiar with just playing Minnesota. And Matt Stafford's a damn gamer. Okay. He's a baller. At the end of the day, these are games, Matt Stafford, you want him on your side. And I think he can hold this game close. I don't know if the Rams defense can actually slow down a pissed off Minnesota team, but I don't know if Minnesota's pissed off or beaten. I don't know if the Lions left any life in them. And I know Vikings fans are going to think I'm just talking shit. But I mean, that was a belt to ass whooping. And I don't know how well they're going to recover. Is it the same old Vikings that always have that? Remember Kirk Cousins was the problem when you had that great season and then you got bounced in the playoffs. That you said Kirk Cousins was the problem. Well, is it Sam Darnold now? Like, what's the problem now? But I don't know why that's moving like that. And I don't know where garbage can's at. It's over there somewhere. But I don't know. I don't know. I like the Rams there. So I'm on the Rams in a teaser. I was hoping that the line moved to like 3.5. And then I would be real comfortable with taking the Rams at home, but maybe somebody feels a lot of, maybe the bookmakers feel so, God forbid, they feel I'm on the same page as them, but I don't know. I'm not questioning them, but I'm about 60-40 on if the Rams are, or not the Rams, the Vikings are going to get up for this game or not. And I'm 60 that they're not. And I know the Rams don't have a lot of home field advantage, which also, let's talk about this. This is a real thing, an active thing. These wildfires in LA, Southern California, Chargers are safe because they're playing in Houston. I don't want to say it like that, like they're safe like that, but they are. The This game that's a Monday game, right? Oh yeah, it's Monday. So we got till Monday. We got a few days. I think, I hope, I pray that by Monday this won't be a factor, those wildfires, but that could be a factor in preparation. Let's think about that. It's not about could the game be played, but are the Vikings in LA right now? Are the Vikings on the road in LA, away from home, in a hotel, possibly about to be evacuated for a wildfire situation, and then asked to play a wild card football game? That could be it. And I'm thinking, I'm talking, our friend Allie Burns will kick me in the head right now for saying this, but I'm just talking out loud, or thinking out loud, whatever. But maybe that's it. Maybe I'm just diving too deep into that. That's a conspiracy theorist in me or whatever. But where the Rams, and the same factor though in them, even if they are at home, you're gonna be asked to play. Like right now, those players, where do they live? This is not far from the stadium. So is it affecting players and their homes? Not even their homes, but their families, little children, this, that, or whatever. I mean, at the end of the day, a lot of these guys are just fathers, just dads. They play a game for a living, sure, but they're dads. They're somebody's son, somebody's husband, somebody's boy toy, whatever. And they got to worry about their homes. Maybe that's affecting the line. I don't know. To answer your question, I went down a rabbit hole. Thanks. Prayers for the Cali people. I didn't help your day. Gave out a few bad plays on here. Shake my head. Feel like shit when you give them out. And others, we'll get back. Hey, listen, you keep giving them. We'll keep betting them, and I'll get you. I bet you at the end of the day, we'll be on the right side, and that's all that matters. At the end of the month, we'll be green. We're green now. One day ain't gonna kill us. Let's keep going. I got to ask the Prince of Teaser. I'm the king of teasers, okay? There's a king. You tell me somebody teases better. Somebody teases more. That does it on YouTube, that shares it like I do. I question. Nobody does shit like I do. I want my cookie. No, I'm just kidding. Are you on anything for NFL Sunday? I'm slacking so far. I'm slacking on Sunday. I am straight up. I am slacking on Sunday. And I'm not going to blame it on me being sick or whatever, but it is what it is. The only thing I have right now for Sunday that I know I like is in a 2-team teaser that I put 2 units on, and that's how I'm gonna go at playoff teasers, just like I have college football bets or playoff bets for me. Attacking a 2-team teaser at a -120 on a 2-unit bet. So we don't have much football left. So I am gonna attack it a little systematically and smaller sizes. Larger sizes, smaller games, less amount of bets. That's how I'm going at it. So I took Washington and I took Denver in a teaser. And that's the Sunday bet so far. I like Denver plus all the points. I don't care it's in Buffalo. I don't care about Amari Cooper. I don't care about Josh Allen. I don't I care about Knicks. Nobody thinks they deserve to be there. Just everybody wants to hand Buffalo it because they beat the Lions. Whatever. I'm not going to call for Denver outright upset. I'm not saying Denver's a live dog, but I think Denver fights a little. I don't think Buffalo blows them out of the water. I don't think I don't think Buffalo I don't think Buffalo wins by 2 touchdowns. I don't think Buffalo wins by double digits. And they're at 9 right now in some spaces. Um, Add 6 to that. Now you're over 2 touchdowns in a playoff game. You telling me that Sean Payton and his rookie quarterback in a really good defense in a wild card playoff game, who's not afraid of weather or altitude or crazy shit, goes to Buffalo, it doesn't give them all they have, everything in the tank. You don't think Sean Payton's going to have those guys leaving it all on the field? I'm not saying that's enough, but 8.5, 9 feels a little disrespectful to Denver. As far as that goes, they weren't a great team on the road. They went 500 or 4-5, whatever, just less than 500. Buffalo undefeated at home. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying again that I'm not calling for Denver outright win. I'm not calling for that. But I do think the Lion League seems a little disrespectful. I don't know. The Eagles and the Packers, I'm still waiting. It says Jordan Love's going to practice today. Well, that don't tell me shit. Not Jordan Love. Jalen Hurts. I think he plays, but I don't know about that game. Again, I'd probably take Packers plus the points, but I don't like the Packers. I think they are overrated and happy to be there, and there's a couple other teams that could have been a better wild card matchup. As much as I hope the Packers beat the Eagles, because I'd much rather see or play the Packers than the Eagles. I'll go on record as saying that all day. But sure, I would love for the Packers to upset them as a Lions fan. NFC North. Rise up. But understand there's one king. The Washington game in Tampa. Listen, Tampa's going to win the game, I think. I really do. Again, in a teaser situation, I'm going to take Washington. Washington's going to score points. Jaden Daniels is a fucking problem. I said this all year long. And if you let the kid get into the wild card game, anything is possible. Anything. But Baker, this Jaden Daniels reminds me a little bit of Baker. In a sense that he's never out of the game. They are never out of it. Last minute, fourth quarter, down the field, 2-minute drive. I'll take either one of them. Big game Baker or Jaden Daniels. I ain't come up with a nickname for him. I don't know if they have a name for him, whatever, but he's got Brett Favre-esque to him. He's a gunslinger, not afraid to throw the interception, not afraid to scramble and chuck it deep and hope to God somebody's down there. And it's worked out for him. It got him to the wild card. Maybe again. I think that game goes over, and that Washington-Tampa game, and I'm all over Washington in a teaser in the over. But Washington and Buffalo in Sunday action so far. far as like, I want to get a little bit into some more props tomorrow and Friday for playoff props. Maybe some any. I'd like to put together a, me and my anytime touchdown and then a money line. I don't see a lot of straight up like money line winner that I can call like get straight up like this. I don't feel like that. By the way, straight up money line winner NFL contest that I was in, the pick 8 contest. Remember, I've been talking about it all year. I came in second. I let us down. God damn it. If you ain't first, you're last, Ricky Bobby. That's how I feel. It was from about week, I think, 7 or so, I was leading first most of the season. Let's put it that way, half season. And it came down to the final week, and you had to pick 8 money line winners every week. And then you keep track of the points at the end of the year. But the last week of the year, you have to pick every game. Money line winner. I had a bad week. Week 18 sucked. I don't know what to tell you. There was, I think, what was there, 15 games or whatever? I don't know. I lost like 5. I think I lost 6. He lost 5. Or something. He was 1 point behind me, and we flopped. Or we were tied the last 3 or 4 weeks. Okay. Last couple weeks no. Hold on. Last week, I lost 1 more than he did. Going into this week, we were tied. We had 3 games different. One was the Lions, Minnesota, and I had Lions, he had Minnesota. But I had the Miami Jets and game and one other one, but I lost anyways. So I came in second. Whatever. I'll be back next year. I'm in a playoff contest. We'll talk a little bit about that. I'll go through that with you guys that are in too. That should be fun. But what up, though? What up, Nathan? What's happening, my man? Shout out. What's happening? What up, though? But yeah, so we finished in second place. I mean, the pot I think is 70-30, 60-40, 70-30, 70-30. So this is a nice little pot, whatever, like 1,1400. So whatever. I hate the last week of the year in the NFL. I hate it. It's the worst week. Worst week. Let's talk Saturday NFL, though. I'm on the Texans, and I can't not be on the Steelers, folks. I don't know if everybody knows this by now. There's no way you're going to give me. And the Steelers are sucking right now too, man. Steelers are just sucking. And I just can't. I mean, they just are not performing well. Losing their last 4 out of the last 5, and they lost to Baltimore. I don't want to lay the points with Baltimore, but I will take the Steelers in a teaser. I have to. But I'll be honest with you, I don't like it. I do not like it. I gotta think Mike Tomlin has this team coached up, but I've been saying for the last couple weeks the problem with Russell Wilson is the damn cold weather. Now that it's colder, he has underperformed the last month of the season, 6 weeks of the season, and the colder it gets, the more he underperforms. But that's a lot of points in a wild card game. I got to take him in a teaser. I'll probably get on some props in that game more, but I think Texas is a live dog at home against the Chargers. There's no Harbaugh hate here. It's not that. I think the Chargers had a good season for him. I think they're happy to be there. I think this is a good start for the Chargers and something for them to build on, but I don't know. I don't know if they win that game. So I'm obviously on Houston and teaser over a touchdown. Um, but Saturday's kind of ugly. I like the Texans. I do. I really do. Um, but that Steeler Ravens game, man, if the Ravens just go in there and win that game 34-10, it's gonna suck so bad. Like it's gonna be such a waste. And I just gotta believe that the Steelers keep that game like 24-13. You know what I mean? Something ugly like that. Um, I don't know. Why can't the damn schedules give us more day games? I don't know. College basketball. Yeah, I know it's on deck. Rewind. I got a couple college basketball plays. Beginning of the show, I go over stuff like that. I don't want to talk about it anymore. College basketball is scary for me. Steelers. I know it's ugly. It's so ugly, bro. It's so ugly. It's so ugly. What up, Irish King? What's happening? Detroit first quarter, first half, spread or no? Lions? Sure. No, what are we talking? What are we talking about? Pistons tonight? No, I can't do it. I get that the Pistons. I get all the love for the Pistons. I do. I love the love for the Pistons. Let me say that. I love the love for the Pistons. I love it. I can't get behind it. I want to. I want to be on board so bad, but as soon as I do, I can't. I need a little bit more. I need a little bit more. This run, 4-game run. Orlando, Charlotte, Minnesota, Portland. I'm just saying, you should beat the Nets handedly here. But I won't bet the number here. What's the number here? I saw it earlier. It was like 8, 9, 9.5 in some spots. No way I bet the Pistons minus double digits. No fucking way can I do that. Um, let's see what first half is. On the road. I can't do it. Can't do it. I'm not that big on the NBA in general. And I know I can't do it, man. I don't trust them. I don't trust them. Flat out. I'm trusting in the wings. I'm on that road. Now that's one I believe in right now. I believe the coaching change made a difference here in the Detroit Red Wings organization, and just fuck play hockey. You've been doing it your whole life. Seems to be the motto of that team, and I'm going to ride that streak for as long as I can. I like the Pistons. I don't like the number. I don't trust the Pistons. Um, I actually a little bit trust the Wings. I feel like they have talent there. I feel like they are a wild card playoff team. Um, I'm gonna need some more on the Pistons. That's that I can't take that leap of faith yet. Um, because I think that it's a long season and it's a season of runs. And you got to go on some runs. They're going on a run here, but this is the first one. I need a few. Give me a couple game win streaks. Even if they're like 3-game win streak. Give me a 3-game win streaks here. Just bunch a couple together. You know, give me a 7-10. You know, give me something like that. Give me 12 out of the last 15. You know, something like that. Cashing on the wings, last place 3 out of 4. Yeah. Nathan says almost smashed a 14 parlay last night for 1,400, but BYU screwed me. Mormons. 3-4. Damn. That was the last one. The last game of the night. No way to hedge or no. Well, we don't hedge. I don't know why I say that. Like I'm never going. I don't. I had an opportunity to hedge. I thought I was going to have an opportunity on the Sunday night football game for the Minnesota or the Vikings and the Lions game for the NFL contest, and at the end of the day, it didn't matter. I lost by a point, and it was what it was. Bitter party of one. That's me. What else we got? I don't really like Saturday NFL, dog. I hate to tell you guys that. I mean, I'm gonna have a handful of props. I'm gonna have a nice teaser. I'm sure of it. But I really don't like that Ravens game. I'm this close to just saying, lay it. Lay the big number with the Ravens. But then, Mike Tomlin will do Mike Tomlin shit. But I don't know he could do Mike Tomlin shit, but at the end of the day, you can only do so much with Russell Wilson. I mean, he's old. He's past his prime. You need a quarterback there. I don't know. I don't know what you do. But you need something. Don't laugh at me. But I like Sunday more than I like Saturday, and that doesn't say a lot. But the more, this is going to sound horrible, and this is going to sound real insensitive. The longer the wildfires go on, the more I like the Rams. I love a good story. I love a good feel-good story. I'm a sucker for a story and ABC after school special. You know what I mean? Like, I said it a couple years ago when the Vegas Golden Knights won the Stanley Cup. Me and ESB and the Earl Sports, we would say the script. I don't want to say the script is written, but after that tragedy in Vegas with the October 1st shooting and all that stuff, and they were destined for that. Disasters sometimes pay. Yeah, I don't want to say it. I hate putting that juju out there. I hate putting that karma. I hate putting that into the universe. On my mama, I hate that. But the longer they go, you'll see, and it's a Monday night game. So it's sole spotlight on that game. And you want to know what all the preview is, you want to know what the speech in the locker room is you got to do it for your city. You got to do it for your neighbor. You got to do it for the guy next to you, that lives here. You got to do it for your, you know what I mean? You blah, blah, blah. And the Minnesota Vikings just want to go home. Now, they want to go with a win, don't get me wrong, but they don't want to be in a hotel with a wildfire down the street. They want to go home to Minnesota where there ain't no wildfires. So the more this goes on, the more I lean Rams. But I leaned Rams before the fires, for the record. We all, I I said this before the Lions played the Vikings. I thought the Vikings were a good team, but they were a fraudulent 14-2 team. And I think they're a fraudulent 14-3 team. I think they're more of a 11-6 team. And I don't mean disrespect, but I just don't think they're a 14. They finished the season 14-3. I think they're more of an 11-6 team. Solid wild card team. That's it. But I think the Rams are too. And with home field advantage, even though there might not be nobody at that stadium, I don't know. Wilson is like a washed up, over rinsed rag. Facts. Game after tragedy in New Orleans, I hit 600 Powerland Pelicans. Nick Castellanos, folks. Ask Tim and Nick Earl about the Nick Castellanos. When there is a major tragedy, like this wildfire in California, if they play baseball right now, I would play Nick Castellanos home run. Just anytime home run. He hits home runs during disasters during baseball season like none other. There's a crazy stat. It's nuts. Look it up. It's nuts. But it happens. And the more that goes on, I got to think that factors into a lot of things, but maybe not. I think the Vikings are more talented. But I think Sean McVay is smart enough to watch everything that the Lions just did against Minnesota and how their defense, a beat up Lions defense, shut down a Minnesota Vikings offense. And if the Rams do that to the Vikings on Monday, Kevin O'Connell might be on the hot seat. Speaking of coaching carousels, Mike Vrabel, who isn't interviewing for the Chicago Bears job? Raise your hand. I think they have like 13 people they asked to interview or have interviews out to, like Mike Vrabel. They asked to interview Ben Johnson, Eric Glenn, a million other people they're going to interview. The Bears, do your due diligence. I'm a firm believer, and I was a very big proponent of what Sheila Ford Hamp did with the Lions. A separate entity, another organization. You hire a consultant group that puts together the best team for what you want to accomplish. And then she brought in Chris Spielman, Lions Hall of Famer, and basically family. Brought him in to help her get in the football knowledge and world. And then her desire to win and not afraid to spend a little money. And they still have money to spend. That's the thing about the Lions. They're under cap. They are under cap. So I'm just saying. And allowed them to bring in Brad Holmes. And Brad Holmes brought in a guy, Dan Campbell. And then from, it's trickle down, whatever. I'm a big proponent. Otherwise, you got guys like Jerry Jones sitting there and he makes a decision based off if he's pissed off or not. And that's not smart business. And you can't let your feelings get in the way. And his feelings get in the way all the time. And I think Robert Kraft, Patriots, that's going to become a problem as well. I think Jared Mayo's a good coach in the NFL. I don't know if he's an NFL coach. He might be a really good just defensive coordinator, and that's okay too. But I don't know yet. He's had one season, and Dan Campbell's first season was not great. So Robert Kraft, I think, emotionally fired Jared Mayo, or Gerard Mayo, however you say his name. And we all know Mike Vrabel can go coach the Patriots if he wants. Go coach him. Robert Kraft will open the book, give you whatever you want. Actually, he won't open the books because he's a cheap owner. But by hiring Mike Vrabel, that will draw seats by itself. But Tom Brady is in the mix now in the Raiders. And I think Tom Brady and the Davis family, Mark Davis and them, will open the books and would love to have a guy like Mike Vrabel as a Raider coach. That toughness. I do think I don't know if Mike Vrabel's a great head coach. I'll be honest with you. I think you know, I think he's a good coach. I don't know if he'll ever win a Super Bowl. So, you know what I mean? Antonio Pierce, I don't think had enough time in the Raiders organization. Another one that I think just the most they already know they want to move on from him. So, the Bears are gonna fuck this up. I don't know how else to tell you this, folks. The Bears are gonna mess this up in some way, Bears fashion. I'm confident in that. I don't want them to hire Mike Vrabel because he will give us problems defensively. Just a tough battle all the time with them. I could see that Mike Vrabel, Dan Campbell clash, whatever, right? They're not going to hire Aaron. There's no freaking way Aaron Glenn or Ben Johnson go to the Bears. I just don't see that happening in the universe. I could see an Antonio Pierce. I could see a Jared Mayo or Gerard Mayo again, however you say his name. I don't know if they go Doug Peterson or anywhere like that. I'd take Mike McCarthy. Bears fans, you should be happy with Mike McCarthy. He'll give you mediocre football. He will give you 500 football. That's all he'll ever do. As a Lions fan, I hope Mike McCarthy goes there. Or Doug Peterson or somebody like that. But honestly, start from the top, end it, cut the snake off at the head, get somebody out from outside to bring in the guy at the top, and just tell everybody it's a process and move on. And everybody's got to and get what you can for whoever. You trade everybody, everything, and start fresh. Lions fans thought they were nuts when they traded Matt Stafford. I remember all you Lions fans out there that are hating on Matt Stafford. I remember 2 years ago, you still loved Matt Stafford. I mean, I don't hate Matt Stafford, but he ain't the guy. He ain't our guy. And he did his thing and he won his Super Bowl, but you know, at the end of the day, if Jared Goff wins a Super Bowl in Detroit, if Jared Goff wins a Super Bowl for the Lions, Jared Goff's a better quarterback. I don't give a shit. They each will have one ring. But Jared Goff will forever be known as the guy that did shit that Matt Stafford couldn't get done. Or Matt Stafford will be forever known as the guy that, but vice versa. I mean, Goff could get it done in in LA. Just goes to show you sometimes a change of scenery and a different approach to coaching is all somebody needs. And Matt Stafford went through he paid his price in Detroit of many head coaches for sure. But it is what it is. I'm going to bounce on out of here. I appreciate everybody stopping by. As always, don't forget to hit the like button. You can follow us over at Picks and Parlays YouTube channel. Hit that like button, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. Never miss any of our live content over at the channel. Check out the website. Definitely some expert handicappers over there. Use that promo code LENNY20. Save you 20% off your entire purchase. Everything over at the website. That's going to pretty much do it for me. There's the promo code. No, that's the old promo code. There's a promo code. There's a promo code. And that's going to do it. That's it. I'm out. Good luck unless you're against me. I'll see you on the next one. Take care, folks.